Okay, today's video is going to be about a dryer timer motor slash switch. This is like an all-in-one combination switch. It's for a Whirlpool. This is actually off of a Roper. This switch number is a W101-85972E. Looks like manufacturer is Invensys, but this dryer works fine on high, auto high, or timed high heat. Will not heat on low heat. So I've got the switch out. This is pretty easy to do. Just a couple screws, take a back panel off, unplug the connectors. This particular switch has a formed connector, so the whole thing comes off as one unit. There's two big plugs here and then one on the timer motor. Some switches have independent wires on each terminal. You just want to keep track of what's what. Take a picture of it if you need to so you can reference it. And then normally this testing would be done while it was still on the dryer. This knob just pulls off. This is your selector knob. But I have marked the body for auto high, timed low, auto low, timed high, just so I know what to reference when testing. To test the switch, most of these units have a wiring diagram that is taped to it behind the back cover, and they'll have a switch schematic. So, and basically this says in your positions you need to have either open or closed connections between certain terminals, and all the terminals are lettered on here. So in order to test this, you will need an ohm meter and the diagram. So to get started, I'll start with the auto high. Turn it up here, pointing at my auto high. And there's two ways you can do this depending on the kind of meter you have. You either need to be on the lowest ohm range, or if you've got continuity on yours. I'm going to use the continuity for this test just because it will make an audible noise, and you guys won't necessarily have to see what the reading is. So looking at the directions, auto high, connect one lead to the T terminal, one lead to the X terminal. I should have continuity or very low resistance, so a low number of ohms. So for auto high, T to X, C to B, and C to A should all have continuity. So we'll start with T to X. So that one's good. C to B. That one's good. C to A. Oh, C to A doesn't work. So we know C to A is bad on auto high. Auto low heat. Let's turn this all the way around to auto low. Auto low. Auto low heat. T to X. C to B. C to A. Once again, no continuity, C to A. Same problem as the other one. Jumping down to timed high. Timed high should be T to F. C to B. And C to A. That one doesn't work either. Okay. Now we go to, you know what, I bet I had that mixed up. Instead of timed low. Timed low is T to F. C to H. C to B, C to A. Nothing between C to A. So that's definitely an issue there. Most of the time people just, oh, my switch is bad, go buy a new one. This switch I believe is around $85. But since it's bad already, there's no harm in trying to fix it. So, just going to take the motor out, take the switch housing apart. This is the timer motor. There's just 2 Phillips screws. Pull that out. It's just got a little gear on the underside. You look in, you can kind of see teeth in here. I'm going to flip this over and just pull the metal cover off the top. And here you can see what exactly is going on in here. There's these copper kind of spring plates, and they've got metal contacts, and this will connect your terminals together depending on what position this switch is in. Okay, so I was going to attempt to get these terminals out. There's these little silver spots right here. Those are all like release tabs, so these will push that way out. I didn't have any tools small enough to get down in next to these terminals. So what I did is, since my problem was between this contact and that contact, it had arced and shorted, and either just poor contact, or who knows what causes that to happen. I'm sure someone will know, but they were kind of charred and not making good contact. Wasn't making a good connection, so no voltage was getting through there, and I just needed to clean those up. So I just turned this to a position that those opened up. I'm trying to get in good light here, sorry guys. And then I took just a little flat file and sanded those smooth. Just removed any char marks and just kind of got a good finish on them. And so now if we turn it, so those are connected together. Before, we didn't have continuity between here and here. That contact touches this one, but then the continuity wasn't getting all the way through to this one. But now, I'm sure my meter's still on. Contact on there. Well, good on that one. Not on that one. What happened? Alright, now that I've got those contacts cleaned up, I should got it positioned so those are touching. I should now have continuity between C and A. I do. I'm just going to turn it so they're not connected. Turn it back so they're connected again. Don't have it that time. Why not? They're touching. Okay, after some fiddling, I filed these contacts, the one on this side and the one on this side, and they're nice and clean now. But I was having an issue in one of the positions. It would make contact, but in the other two it wouldn't. But I noticed if I just put very slight pressure on the back side of this one, when it was rotated, when it was rotated where they were all supposed to be touching, if I just put just the slightest pressure on the back side of that, there's continuity. And I guess just with the arcing and the heat, things warp when they get hot. So I'm thinking it had warped just enough where it wasn't quite touching. All I did, I got these where they weren't touching, and there's this little plastic stopper here to keep this one from getting stuck to that one. I just got my screwdriver in behind that and just twisted ever so slightly just to get it where it's just bent just a little bit right there. And so now I've got, I'm going to throw this on just so it helps me keep things together. So this is timed low, timed high, and auto high. So by just pulling this off, a nail file, emery board, fingernail clippers have the little tiny files on them. Just clean up those contacts, check to make sure it's got continuity in all positions that it should have continuity, and then, you know, if you're not, you may have an issue with that terminal being warped just a little bit, and just tweak it just so it'll make contact, and you can save yourself $85 or so. I hope it showed you how to test a switch, maybe do a little troubleshooting if you're narrowing it down between whether the switch is bad or something else on the dryer is bad. You know, this may get you pointed in the right direction. Thanks for watching.